When we were about to make this and invest in the interiors especially, I told the entire team that this should be one of the best auditoriums that this country has seen. We would want to raise the standards of what an auditorium can be in Shillong and in Northeast. I think very few people in Meghalaya and in the region and the country would expect that Shillong and Meghalaya would have an auditorium like this. Well, we dreamt big, we worked hard, we were consistent, and today, because of the hard work of the department, the officials, the contractors, all the agencies that were involved, we have finally managed to come out with a state-of-the-art auditorium and a center of performance. And this has been the thought process for us in everything. When we hosted, or we are hosting the Northeast Olympics, I asked the team that this should be one of the best games that our state and the region has seen. Let the children and the youth and the athletes who will participate go away from here telling themselves that this is the best games that I've ever been to. Let the inaugural program be one of the best that will compare to even the national games at the national level of big states. And say that, well, the ones that Meghalaya had was even better than the ones hosted by the bigger states. And the message is very clear, that even though we may be a small state, even though we may be a state which has majority tribal population, we are as good as any other state and any other person in this entire country. And that is the message that I want to give the children especially. That never underestimate yourself. We had the Crowborough Hotel that was lying for 30 years and just couldn't be completed for whatever reason. We sat with the team, we discussed with everybody, and we said we will do it. We must do it. And we pushed. We were consistent. And today I'm happy to tell you that not just the Taj Vivanta, but in the month of December, we will also be inaugurating another 5-star hotel, which is the Marriott in Shillong. And that also will be another really great moment for each and every one of us. And therefore, friends, and especially my dear children, my message to you today, as has been mentioned by the hosts of this evening, that you never should think that you are second to anybody else. Always have the confidence in you that you are the best and you can compete with the best. Have your dream in front of you. Let it be a really wild and crazy dream which people might laugh at. But you know that you want to achieve it. But dreaming is not enough. You need to work hard and you need to focus and you need to put your heart to it. You need to be passionate about what you really want to do in life. You saw the performance of Somersault, of Nopante, of the Shillong Chamber Choir. I don't know if you were noticing. But while each one of them was singing out here, their eyes were shut. They were like completely into the singing, so mesmerized with what they were doing, so much in passion with what they were doing, in love with what they were doing, that nothing else mattered to them. And that is a passion that has driven them to be where they are today. I hope that SICPAC will provide that platform to them and to many other performers in the coming months and years, so that this will become a center for performance and to unleash, as was mentioned, the talent that you have to be able to perform in theaters like this, in places like this. I was telling our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and our Chief Secretary that when we sit here and we listen to the songs and the performances, they already are sounding and feeling better. for the audience. And I'm sure as you perform out here, even become a better performer when you have the right kind of lights and the right kind of sound, the right kind of ambience, the claps that are there. It's just wonderful here to hear the claps that are there because it just kind of resonates in this hall. And I hope that this dream of ours to ensure that we will become a center of excellence in terms of culture, in terms of arts, in terms of music, in terms of performances, will be achieved in the days to come. We have many other theatres out here, as you're aware. There is the Black Box Theatre, which is again another wonderful piece of architecture and interior design. And I'm sure that very soon performances will be held there too. We have an amphitheatre outside, which has a capacity of 15,000 people. On the 28th of this month, in fact, we are having the first international performance that is going to take place out here. And I invite all of you to come and be part of that performance. It'll be huge. I'm told that already 10,000 tickets have been sold for it. So capacity is 15,000. So this is 28th. And like that, many, many programs and functions and music events and cultural events will take place in the days to come. As was discussed earlier, we do a plan to expand this further in the future. We strongly feel that logistical supports and logistical infrastructure like dormitories, like places of stay, and a 5-star hotel, and proper mechanized and automated parking systems is something that we require in a huge place like this. And that is something that we are already planning for, and we hope that we'll be able to start those areas and those projects also very, very soon. But before I end, I once again would like to thank the Government of India, especially the Donor Ministry, the NEC, the Tribal Affairs, and the Art and Culture Department of Meghalaya, and the contractors who have done an excellent job in completing this project on time. We were very, very tough with the contractors. They had a very difficult time with us because we kept pressurizing them. But I'm sure that after seeing what has been achieved, I'm sure the contractors themselves also must be equally satisfied and pleased with all the pressure and all the meetings that we had to complete this project. So once again, I wish each and every one of you the very best. I wish this SICPAC the very best for the future. We have to run this in a professional manner, and the process of ensuring that professional management comes into running this place will also be looked into, because we strongly feel that these kind of assets need to be run in a very, very professional manner, and hence that process will start. And once again, I thank the wonderful hosts, and I once again wish all the children a very happy Children's Day, and I wish you all the very, very best for your future. May God bless each and every one of you, and may God bless our state. So bless you, Batela, thank you, and Jai Hind.